Hello everyone and welcome. This is General History and this is going to be episode, I believe it's 5 now, of our Ultimate General Civil War playthrough. We just won the first Battle of Bull Run and now we have moved on to the Shiloh campaign. So we're going to go ahead and start that, but first we got to rebuild my army. And to do so, first off, one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put Thomas Jackson in charge of my first division. We're going to go ahead. So one of the things you can buy with your reputation gain, now that we're at 42, we actually have 22 represent. You can only spend up to, you can't spend any more than what would leave you with less than 20 reputation. So although we have 42, we can spend 22 of it. And you can get more troops, more weapons, cannon, but you can also get generals. And I'm actually going to go ahead and get all these generals, because it helps with the actual performance of your men to have better commanders in charge. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm also think I'm going to go ahead and get Dwayne Evans and hire him. He's going to cost another $5,000, but that's okay. We also have career points to assign, so I'm going to go ahead. We got 2 career points. I'm going to go ahead and assign them to politics and medicine. If we look at the battle map for Shiloh, we go in, we can see how many troops we can bring. So we can bring up to 20 brigades. So I could improve my army organization a little bit in order to be able to bring that many. I might do that with the subsequent battles leading up to Shiloh. We'll see how things go though. But first we gotta go ahead and bring these units back up to full strength. He's almost at level 2, so I don't want to. We'll give him 300 rookies and replace the rest with 300 veterans. Kemper didn't really lose too much, so we can do all rookies. He's not really going to take any. In fact, he only lost 9 troops. And then we'll do another 300 here with Lane's troops.
Yes,
and the rest veterans. Battle lost a lot of guns. We had them at I believe it was a 14 gun battery. So let's try. We got 7 in the shop, so we can get 7 for free. So we can get them up to 14 guns again. I might go ahead and put them up to a 16 gun battery. Just go ahead and do that. Yeah, why not? We'll make it a 16 gun battery. All rookies. Still pretty early in the war, so I'm not too worried about putting rookies in charge of everything. Alright, so let's go ahead and put who we want. Let's go Jubal early in charge of my 2nd division. And let's go ahead. Actually, let's put Richard Ewell. And my 1st infantry brigade in my next division will be in charge of Dwayne Evans. Alright. We're gonna upgrade him from the farmer's muskets. Let's see. Could do Lorenz. Give them Lorenz rifles. Make them a 15 gun. What I should do is go through and also make give these guys better weapons. Lane already has the Mississippis. These Ewell and Kemper both have Springfields. Let's see how things go. This is going to be a lighter battalion, because I'm also going to add a skirmisher unit. No. Give Tom Preston this command. Equip them with hunters. I don't want to make a like a light infantry with repeating rifles or carbines. I want to give them better weapons. And make them more sharpshooter units. So the hunter is like the early sharpshooter. I can equip them with Whitworths, but I only have 171. I want to make it a full division, so we're just going to give them hunters for now. Hopefully we can start getting enough Whitworths to equip them later. And Let's see, what's this? Less accuracy. Well, if I'm giving them, I want them to have more accuracy. So we'll go ahead and give them discipline training as well. And this is going to be my cavalry brigade. Now we've captured over the past few battles a good amount of these Colts, so we can. It's going to be a lot cheaper. And of course, we are going to give Jeb Stewart command of the cavalry. We're going to go ahead and equip him with a 750-man fully stocked cavalry brigade. Horseback riding, more stamina, efficiency, and mounted speed. Because he's a charging cavalry or shock cavalry, that's probably the best way to go. And we'll make one artillery unit. Now we had captured 10 of these 12-pound howitzers in the last battle. So let's go ahead and do that. And so we got 10 for free. And $8,000 for 16-gun battery. That's not too bad. Now it only uses 400 men. Let's go ahead and create that. And we'll give him logistics as well. So there you have it. We have our 2 divisions. 8 brigades in total. Like I said, I think I might work on army organization. What's the next step? Next step gives us the 3rd division. Yeah, so definitely want to bring us up to at least Army Organization 3 before the Battle of Shiloh. Now we have Ambush Convoy, which takes place. By the way, I went through and I looked. I could not find any information, at least with the dates given, on any of these battles, or these 2 battles here. So I think they're just sort of generic. Reading the descriptions of them, I think they're just generic battles that they came up with. I don't think there's any historical reference to them. At least that's what it seems like. Alright. So going back to the armory, actually, not to the armory, but yeah, I do want to go ahead and, seeing as I have plenty of money, I at least want to equip one of these brigades with better rifles. Can't afford, I mean, don't have enough Enfields. So I guess it's just Mississippi's. That's the only rifle we can actually afford right now. Because the Palmetto is basically just a version of the Springfield. It's pretty much the exact same weapon. We actually don't even have enough for a whole brigade anyway. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and buy the Mississippi's. And then I still have Kemper with 1842s, but I want to go ahead and, like we've talked about the past few episodes, I want to go ahead and start trying to buy some of these Henrys, at least the Henrys, because I want to start buying these, the sniper rifle variant of the Whitworths as well. And go ahead, like I said, I don't plan on making any skirmisher units, so we'll sell all those off. Go ahead and sell about 1,000 to get $5,000. That should give us enough to buy the Fayettevilles, right? Just barely enough. So we were able to buy all the Fayettevilles. We were able to buy all the Whitworths that we have in stock. I could have went with the non-sniper variant of the Whitworth, and I could probably equip that unit quicker, but I want to hold out and try and get all these sniper rifle variants first. The Hunter is not that bad, especially when you could, except for reloading. It's actually better in melee than the Whitworth, but it's not as good as in efficiency. The range is a little better with the Whitworth as well. And like I said, it's almost double the fire rate, almost 4 times the accuracy. But then again, the sniper rifle variant is even better, so that's the one I'm going to be saving up for to try and get my skirmisher stocked. And I'll go ahead and put the rest of my money in with supplies. So we still have 9,000 troops to go, but I want to stockpile them because I've heard you could stockpile a lot of troops here at the beginning, but you're going to lose a lot as you head towards the end of the war. We could use a little bit more reputation to buy some rifles to upgrade Kemper, but I'm not too worried about that. So let's go ahead. We're going to start the ambush convoy. That's the first one in terms of dates, yeah. The Union is massing its army near our capital, Richmond. Certainly they are planning to attack, preparing to attack, and threaten to destroy our new government prematurely. Our scouts reported an important supply convoy loaded with heavy ammunition and weapons. It's on its way to support the Yankee army. We need to ambush and seize those supplies. 2 local cavalry units have already taken positions to join the attack under your command. So, that means that we probably have, yeah. So 2 brigades, so we have 2 cavalry units. So we have about 1,500 cavalry units when we add in Jeb Stewart units. So we're bringing in 8 brigades, so we could bring in a possible 10 for this battle. But let's go ahead and get this going. So they should be coming down this main road here, it looks like. The Union is massing its army near our capital, Richmond. Almost, that's the same exact. Recon controls, whatever. They're going to meet with General McDowell, commanding about 7,000 infantry, and he needs those supplies. Generals, this is a great opportunity to ambush and seize those supplies from the Yankees before McDowell arrives. With his much stronger army, local cavalrymen will join our attack. If we succeed, not only can we use the supply for our army, but we will surely impress our people in West Virginia and get more military support. General, it's going to be a risky process. The Federals are too strong and advised to withdraw into the woods and live to fight another day. Good luck. Alright, so we have the 2 cavalry units that were given to us. I'm going to go ahead. So they said they're coming down this way. So I think what I'm going to do is get one of these skirmisher cavalry units in behind, one in front, and use my infantry to sort of storm in. Stewart will also be in the north here, so he can come in and sweep in. We're supposed to capture supplies, they said. So I want everybody forward. Put Evans there, Ewell, Kemper, Lane in the middle. And then I'll move Siegfried up as well. Alright, let's pause. So we have a position here we could take. Let's go ahead and get Evans and Preston up. Kemper, we'll go ahead and put in this little town below. Davis will swing up. Jones, swing down. Stewart, we'll have him situated right here just for backup. Go ahead and bring my artillery forward. Lane forward, and Ewell forward. Oh, I also have Siegfried up. Move him forward as well. He has the howitzer, so he's going to be have a little less range. The supply I'll keep in the woods here. I don't know if I'm going to need it, but we'll see. Alright, so let's see how this progresses. The wagons are sighted. All I see is troops on it. Okay, so those are the 3 supply wagons we have to take. So they're breaking off the supply wagons. Come on. Go. Actually, Evans, you get over this way. Stewart, go down. Jones. So it's only these 2 divisions, from what I could tell. Yeah. Hey, straight up charged. So we got the supply wagons. Let's go ahead and move them back. Move them back. Still got one that we haven't taken yet. Got them back as well. So I guess that's it. Go ahead and get my cavalry in there. Ewell ended up retreating. Oh no! More troops. Oh, Evans. Oh no. Where is... Up there. They have cavalry. I don't want them to take back the supplies. And you start heading north. Kemper, you chase them off. You go north. Looks like mostly just cavalry. They do have a infantry division as well. Evans got chased off. Main, you double time. Stewart has been very effective. He's about 10-to-1 kill-death ratio at the moment. Kemper get up there before Robinson ends up putting a volley in those guys. So we also got Beer needs to surrender. So let's get him back as well. Oh, more. Kemper. Crap. Get out of there. Run. Get out of there. Go ahead and screen these units. Evans, you retreat as well. Artillery, get back to the wood line. Kemper, you get back to the wood line as well. Can I just yes, I can just withdraw these guys from the field. Lane, I mean, you start retreating as well. I really don't care if they actually capture these guys back or not. Why don't these guys shoot it? Oh, I guess if they're technically not in sight, they'll only shoot if I tell them to shoot. Interesting. Let's get back to the wood line. Retreat them as well. Kemper's in pretty good cover here in the woods. I mean, I've taken all the supplies. I don't see why I can't just retreat everybody. I don't know if I have to hold my ground. go ahead and dismount Jones. He can be rear guard for Kemper. Dismount Davis as well. Go ahead and move my character back. Stewart, I think I'm going to keep on the right flank. Not especially seeing as they're starting to move towards the middle. Let's go ahead and fast forward this. I really don't know what the Union's doing. I'm no longer in range of this sighting post. None of my units are able to be seen. That's what this little eyeball with the line through it means. Which must mean they don't know where we are. So they're probably searching. So how are you guys doing? Good? I hope so. This is extremely exciting, I know. So the only unit that actually they can see right now is Stewart. I don't even know why they're not attacking him. If it's the AI is obviously being a little cautious. I mean, I have sight on all the roads, so they're definitely not going around us at all. We only have 10 minutes left. I mean, if this is the battle, this really works fine for me. I'll take it. I didn't lose a lot of casualties, so replacing these units are going to be very easy. Took a lot of supplies. I believe when you take supplies, you get that how many supplies were in the supply wagons, you get that in terms of money. So there we go. That's it. So we brought 7,300 men into the battle. They brought 7,100 men into the battle. Plus, they had about double the cavalry we had. And we were pretty even for gun strength. They lost about 1,000 men. We lost only 400 men. 42 casualty and one single gunner on our cannons. Captured all the supplies. Stewart was the best. Had almost a 10-to-1 kill ratio. Paul Battle ended up, he's one of my cannoneers, ended up getting promoted to colonel. And as you can see, like I said, I believe this number here gets converted into money. Got some of our rifles back. Captured about 200 more of the Springfields. And about 60 of the Colts. Plus 20 recovered. So that's it. That was the first of these sort of generic battles. 596 prisoners. Exchanged for 1,000 additional recruits. So yeah, that was the after action report. Let's go ahead and give Army Organization a bump. Next one is 2,000 max brigade size, so we can't add any more brigades with the next bump, but we can make them stronger, which is probably what I'm going to do at this rate, because it's not going to take a lot of money. In fact, I might just go all veterans to replace my casualties. He only lost another 9 men. Kemper is not losing anybody. Battle. See the one? No, it must have been Siegfried who lost a man. Yep. Stewart lost about 40 men, but we have all of his losses in the armory, so it's not going to cost just the cost of the veterans and the horses. And then Evans is going to be, we're going to replace as well. Alright, so now we should be able to upgrade Kemper with better weapons. We'll go ahead and upgrade him with the Mississippis. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more supply to my army. We'll bring it up to 15,000 supply. Have we bought all? Yes, we bought all the Henrys and whatnot. Might as well start going ahead and buying these Whitworths. But actually, I'm going to look at the artillery and start buying off some of these. Because I know the Whitworths and the Tragos and the 14, I think it's the same idea. Is when if you buy them as they come up, you should be able to eventually equip a battalion with them if you keep buying them. So that's what I'm gonna see. So I'm gonna buy all 4 of these Tredegar 10-pound cannons. I believe this is basically no, it's a rifle cannon. I thought it might have been a howitzer, but it's not. The Whitworths have extremely big range. The effective range 2,400 meters. I guess that's meters. This only has 1,700, but compared to the 10-pound ordnance, its effective range is only 1,500, compared to which is already big enough. Because right now we have 6-pounders, they have a 1,300 range, 1,500, and like I said, the Whitworth I believe is the longest range, which is 2,400. The Parrot maybe 20-pound Parrot? No. So even with the 20-pound Parrot, the Whitworth is still a very high powerful rifled cannon. So we're gonna go ahead and buy that. Let's go ahead and start buying some of these Lamats too. I believe they're the upgraded cavalry weapon. Let's see, what's compared to the Colt? Damage 12.5, effective range 75, fire rate 250. X30 melee. So yeah, the Lamat is a much better melee and effective range, and a little bit more damage. Not by a lot, but a little. Has a longer range as well. Doesn't range? 75? Oh no. Oh, it's the fire rate, that's more. Okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and start buying these Lamats as well. That way hopefully we have a bunch of those in stock. At $3,000 for the next battle, going into the next battle. That should be good. I'm happy with the way we're looking. Can't really upgrade anybody. Could start building a second corps, but that's really not going to matter all that much. Stay alert. Let's take a look at what we can bring into this battle. So we can bring 10 brigades into this battle as well, but we don't even have 10 brigades. Oh wait, crap, I did all that and I just forgot that I can create a new, that's unfortunate. Actually, what am I doing? We'll get the historical general, the commander of the division. So I bought all that and I can't even, granted I got a lot of, okay. I got a lot of these, Springfields in the armory, so I should be able to actually, for the most part, bring them up for free. I'm gonna have to equip them with mostly majors, though, I believe. Maybe I can get a more expensive major. Somebody who is almost a lieutenant colonel. Let's do that. Nearly free infantry brigades. Again, we'll equip them with a little bit better major. Alex Halls. And I don't think I'm going to be able to upgrade them with a better major. But I can build one more. Granted, I don't need to build one more. Actually, for now, we'll leave that, because we can only bring 10 in anyway, so yeah, there we go. 10 brigades, 3 divisions, 10 brigades. That should be good for our next battle, which is going to be Stay Alert, but that's going to be in the next episode. Now, give me 1 second. Let me bring out my book recommendation. I'm going to actually do 2 book recommendations this one, because I realized at the end of filming the last episode, I hadn't actually I didn't actually give a book recommendation for my for it, so I apologize for that. If there's anybody even out there who cares, but my book recommendation for the Battle of Bull Run, the first Bull Run, one of the greatest books I think I've ever, not just about Bull Run. I've read a couple books about Bull Run, uh, but sorry, I've read a couple books about Bull Run, and it's not only the greatest book about Bull Run that I've read, but probably one of the best Civil War books I've ever read was A Single Grand Victory, the First Campaign and Battle of Manassas by Ethan S. Rafuse. It's an amazing book. It's not a very long book. It's only about 240 pages, but it is simply amazing. It does a much better job of detailing the battle and everything leading up to the battle than I've read. I've read a couple Bull Run books that have been like 5, 6, 700 pages, and they don't come anywhere close to the amount of detail that Ethan Rafuse actually puts into this book. Like I said, great recommendation. If you're interested in the first Battle of Bull Run, I definitely recommend it. Can't recommend it anymore. And for this week's book, or this episode's book recommendation, uh, it's going to be, because there's really nothing, like I said, these are pretty generic battles, so I'm going to recommend a very generic book, but one I think is really interesting, and I think a lot of people will like, because it's very simple. It's very simple to read, and it gives you a very overarching narrative of the war. It's called The Civil War, The Story of the War with Maps by David M. Detweiler. Uh, like I said, it shows a lot. What this book does really well is it shows maps. I mean, it is literally a book of maps, and it shows the different movements of the armies. Now, they're not very detailed maps when it comes to the individual battles. This is more of like a grand campaign movements and things of that nature. Now, they do go into some of the battles, especially the larger ones like Gettysburg. He does detail up a little bit better than some of the smaller battles. Like Bull Run is really not too well detailed, other than just, okay, the army came in this way type of deal. But he does actually give some narrative on the campaigns as well as you go through, and it's all timelined as you read through the book. So it's very well put together, very interesting, probably one of the best overall narrative map atlases out there. Uh, Now you can go to individual campaign atlases, and they're going to be a lot better and more detailed. But this one, when you figure that it includes pretty much 99% of the war and the campaigns that it ensued, this book is really good, and I recommend it for, especially if you only have a fleeting interest in the Civil War, and you're more or less playing this game just for a basic interest. This book is really good to follow up with, so I definitely recommend that. But other than that, everybody, thank you all for watching, and this is going to be General History signing off. Thanks. Bye-bye.